to my presentation. In this presentation, we shall see how to represent integers on a number line. So let's look at some simple examples. Example number 1. On a number line, we want to know 6 units to the right of -2. So let us draw this example. Let us say we have an example of this nature. We'll draw a number line. This is our origin here. We want to represent 6 units to the right of -2. So we'll identify where -2 is. This is -1, -2, -3, -3, and on the right hand side we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on, and then so on the left hand side of the origin. So we want to represent 6 units from -2, 6 units to the right of -2. 6 units to the right of -2 would be, let us draw a line there, let us put a small mark on -2. We want to count 6 units from -2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll draw another line where the 6 units ends. We'll draw a line and then put an arrow there indicating that that is the direction we are traveling. So this is 6 units to the right of -2, and that is going to be equal to -2 plus 6 is going to be equal to +4, and that's where we come up to, and therefore our answer is +4. So 6 units to the right of -2 is +4. That is how we want to represent integers on a number line. Let's take another example. In here we want to know what number is 3 units to the left of -1. 3 units to the left of -1. Left of -1. So here we'll draw the number line as we did in the previous example, identify the 0 point, identify the origin, and also identify the numbers on the number line. On the left hand side of the origin we have negative numbers, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and so on. And on the right hand side of the origin we have positive numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So the question we have is, we want to identify 3 units to the left of -1. Therefore, we identify the point where we want to be, that is the -1 location, and then from there we want to move 3 units to the left. So if we draw a line, and if we were to count 3 units to the left of -1, 1, 2, 3, we'll draw another line there, and then we will draw a line and then put an arrow indicating that we have traveled 3 units to the left of -1. This is 3 units to the left of -1, and therefore it is going to be -1 plus -3. So the point where we have landed is -4. -1 plus -3 is -4. Therefore, 3 units to the left of -1, we will end up at a point which is -4 on the number line. So this is how we want to represent the numbers on a number line. Let's take another example. Let's say we have in this time we want to represent 5 units to the right of -5. We want to represent 5 units to the right side of -5. So here again, let us draw the number line. Let's draw the number line, and then this time we want to identify the 0 point, identify the numbers on the left hand side, the negative integers, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and on the right hand side of the origin we have positive integers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on, on the left hand side. So 5 units to the right of -5, we want to identify where -5 is first, and then we want to move 5 units to the right of -5. So therefore I'm going to draw a line there, count 5 units from this -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll draw another line there, that is where we want to end. Therefore I'm going to draw a line and then put an arrow there indicating that that is the direction we are traveling, and we have traveled 5 units to the right of -5, and that makes it, so if we take the -5, which is where we started, we've added 5 units to that. So when we add -5 to a +5, it comes up as 0, and that is where we've ended up in this, on this number line. So therefore, moving 5 units to the right of -5, we come to a point which is the origin here, which is right on the origin, or at the 0 location. This is how we want to represent integer numbers on a number line. In my next presentation, we shall see how to place the correct symbol between two integer numbers.